Long ago, in the green hills of Nagaland, there was a village hidden deep inside the forest. The people of this village lived simple lives. They farmed, cooked, prayed, and helped each other. But they also believed in something strange, something magical. They believed that the forest was home to creatures that were not human. The oldest and most powerful of these creatures was the great Naga giant snake that lived in a secret lake deep inside the forest. The villagers believed that this Naga was not just a snake. She could turn into a beautiful woman whenever she wanted. People feared her, but they also respected her. No one dared to look for the lake. It was a place of magic, mystery, and danger. In this village lived a young man named Roko. He had no family left, and he was very poor. His house was small, broken, and made of old wood. But Roko had something special, a kind heart. He helped everyone in the village. If someone needed water, he brought it. Someone was sick, he sat with them. Someone had no food, he shared. His own, he never asked for anything in return. People liked Roko, but he was often alone. One morning, Roko woke up to find his roof leaking again. Rainwater had come in during the night. He needed to fix it before the next storm came. So he picked up his axe and went into the forest to find wood. He walked far and deeper than ever before. The trees stood tall around him, blocking the sun. Birds flew above, and the wind whispered through the leaves. He didn't know it, but he was walking toward something that would change his life forever. Roko kept walking until he realized something was wrong. He was lost. The path behind him had disappeared. The forest now looked different, almost like it was watching him. The sun began to go down, and long shadows filled the ground. He felt scared, but he didn't panic. He kept walking, hoping to find a way back. After some time, Roko saw a strange light through the trees. He followed it and soon found himself standing in front of the most beautiful lake he had ever seen. The water was clear like glass. It did not look like a normal lake. It looked magical. The air was cool and the place felt quiet, as if the forest was holding its breath. Roko was tired and thirsty. He knelt down, cupped his hands, and drank the water. It was sweet and cold. He felt better. But then he heard something, a voice, soft and sweet. "Why are you here, human?" Roko turned around quickly. His heart raced. Standing near the lake was a woman. She was the most beautiful woman he had ever seen. Her hair was long and shiny. Eyes sparkled like stars. She looked both kind and powerful. She did not look like someone from the village. I got lost," Roko said. His voice shook. "I was looking for wood. I didn't mean to come here." "You are not disturbing me," the woman said. "This is my home, but no one from your village has. Ever come here before?" She walked closer. Roko wanted to run, but something in her eyes stopped him. They were not dangerous. They were deep and full of secrets. "You must be Roko," she said. "The kind man who helps others but lives alone." Roko was shocked. "How do you know my name?" She smiled, a soft and sad smile. "I know many things, but do not be afraid. You are safe here." From that day on, Roko returned to the lake. He did not tell anyone, didn't know why, but he felt drawn to the place and to the woman. Every time he came, she was there, waiting. They talked for hours. She listened to him like no one else ever had. He told her about the village, his small hut, his dreams, and his lonely heart. She told him about the forest, the sky, the stars, and the old spirits. Roko was falling in love. Slowly, deeply, truly. He forgot the fear. He forgot the stories. About the Naga, all he saw was her kindness, her laughter, her beauty. But something inside him still asked, who was she really? One evening, under the full moon, the woman took his hand. "There is something you must know, Roko," she said. Voice was soft but serious. "What is it?" he asked. "I am not only a woman," she said. I am the great Naga, the snake your people fear. I have lived in this forest for hundreds of years. I took this form because I wanted to understand human love. And now, I have found it. With you, Roko froze. His heart pounded. She was the snake, the creature from the legends. But as he looked into her eyes, he saw nothing scary. He saw the same kindness, the same warmth, the same soul, the same one who made him smile, the one who gave him peace. I don't care, Roko said, almost in a whisper. I love you, no matter who you are. Tears filled her eyes. You are the first human to love me without fear. They held hands under the moonlight, two souls from different worlds. But far away, back in the village, people were starting to talk. They had seen Roko disappear into the forest again and again. Rumors began to spread. People were scared. They believed Roko had been cursed, that the snake had taken control of him. Soon, a group of villagers picked up their spears and torches. They were angry and afraid. They decided to follow him and destroy the creature hiding in the forest. The forest was quiet, but danger was moving. The villagers were no longer calm. They'd seen Roko going into the forest again and again, alone and silent. They began to fear the old stories. They believed the great snake, the Naga, had found him. They believed Roko was under a spell. Some said he was in danger. Others said he had turned against them. One cold morning, a group of men gathered in the village square. They held torches, sticks, and sharp spears. Their faces were angry and full of fear. We cannot wait, one man shouted. The snake will come for us next. He is one of us, another said. We must save him before it's too late. So the villagers marched into the forest. They walked together in silence, hearts beating fast. The deeper they went, the darker it got. Trees whispered above them. Birds flew away, sensing trouble. The villagers followed the same path Roko had taken many times, though they didn't know where it would lead. At the same time, Roko was sitting near the secret lake, holding the hand of the woman he loved. The moonlight touched the water and everything felt still. He was happy, but a part of his heart felt heavy. He knew this peace could not last. I wish we could stay like this forever, Roko said softly. She looked at him, her eyes shining. I wish the same, she said. But your people will not understand. They will fear me, no matter what form I take. I don't care what they think, Roko said. I will stay with you. I choose you. But before she could answer, they heard a sound footsteps, shouting, and the crackling of fire. The villagers had arrived. They stopped at the edge of the lake and saw Roko standing beside the beautiful woman. For a moment, they were quiet. Then someone shouted, There she is. It's a snake in human form. Get away from her, Roko. She is dangerous. She will kill you. Roko stepped in. Front of her? No, it's not evil. She's kind. She saved me. She loves me. But the villagers didn't listen. Fear had filled their hearts. One man threw a spear. It landed near the woman's feet. Another man raised his torch high. Leave her alone, Roko shouted. She has done nothing wrong. The woman looked at Roko with sad eyes. I must show them who I truly am, she said softly. Before Roko could stop her, the woman stepped into the lake. Her body began to change. Her arms turned into long, shining scales. Her hair disappeared. Her eyes turned golden. She rose from the water as the great Naga, huge, glowing snake with silver skin and a crown of light on her head. The villagers screamed in fear. Some dropped their weapons. Others fell to their knees. I do not wish to harm you, the Naga said. Her voice was deep and echoed through the forest. I only wanted to know love, but you came with hate. She looked down at Roko, her eyes full of pain. I cannot stay. Your people will never accept me. Roko ran toward her. No, please. Don't leave me. I love you. I don't care what they think. I don't care if you're a snake or a spirit. You're the only one who ever truly saw me." The great Naga lowered her head to him. Her giant golden eyes looked into his soul. "And I love you, Roko, but sometimes love is not enough." Tears rolled down Roko's face. He fell to his knees and held her tail gently. "Please don't go." She leaned close to him one last time. "Remember me. Remember our love." It was real. With those final words, the Naga slowly slid back into the water. Her body disappeared under the surface. The lake became still again. The light faded. The sound of her voice was gone. The villagers stood there in silence. No one spoke. The magic had left. The fear had faded. All that remained was Roko, sitting alone beside the lake, his heart broken. From that day on, Roko never returned to the lake. He went back to the village, but he was no longer the same. He spoke little, he smiled rarely. The villagers tried to talk to him to say sorry, but he never blamed them. He just looked toward the forest and stayed quiet. The people of the village never spoke of the Naga again. The story became a secret, a quiet memory. But on some nights when the moon was full and the wind blew gently through the trees, some say you could hear a soft sound from the forest, like the whisper of a snake, crying for a love that could not stay. And Roko, he lived the rest of his life with a heart that remembered. Not the fear, not the pain, but the love deep, pure, and real. The kind of love that does not look at shape or skin. The kind of love that sees only the soul. The kind of love the world is still learning to understand.